In the words of our protagonist, the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Our story today is not merely about the end goal or the key to success. It's about the journey, the process, and the transformation. It's about an individual who, despite being born in a modest family, managed to rise from the ashes like a phoenix, leaving an indelible mark on the canvas of life. Our protagonist was brought up in an environment devoid of any frills or luxuries. Born into a humble family, they were no stranger to the reality of life. Their parents were neither wealthy nor influential. Yet they were rich in a different way. They had the wealth of values. They instilled in their child the principles of hard work and resilience, teaching them that nothing worth having comes easy. The home they were raised in was modest, but filled with something more valuable than material riches. It was a home abundant with love, warmth, and life lessons. It was this very house that served as the seedbed for our protagonist's ambitions. Here, in the most unexpected of places, a diamond started taking shape in the rough. As the protagonist grew up, they were exposed to the hardships their parents faced. They saw their parents labor tirelessly to ensure they had a roof over their heads and food on the table. This sight was not a cause for despair, but a source of inspiration for our protagonist. They understood that even though they were not born with a silver spoon, they could still dream and strive for a better life. The protagonist saw the world not just as it was, but as it could be. A place full of possibilities, of dreams waiting to be realized. They understood that the path to their dreams would be laden with obstacles, but they also knew that these obstacles were not to be feared but embraced, for they were stepping stones towards their dreams. The protagonist's journey was not one of privilege or abundance. It was a journey of grit, determination, and resilience. It was a journey that taught them valuable lessons about life, the value of hard work, the power of determination, and the importance of believing in oneself. It was a journey that molded them, shaped them, and prepared them for the challenges that lay ahead. Our protagonist's journey was not one that began with a silver spoon in their mouth. It began with a heart full of dreams, a mind full of ideas, and the courage to chase them. They set out on their journey armed with determination and the belief that the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. The stories of their childhood are not tales of privilege or abundance, but of resilience and determination. They are stories that remind us that success is not defined by one's starting point, but by one's journey and the resolve to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. Our protagonist's journey began not with a silver spoon, but with a heart full of dreams and the grit to pursue them. They were armed with the belief that the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. And thus, the stage was set for a journey that would captivate and inspire millions. As our protagonist would say, challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is a significant part of what makes life meaningful. Indeed, life had never been kind to our protagonist. From the get-go, his journey was a rocky road with difficulties and obstacles, each one seemingly more insurmountable than the last. Despite the setbacks, it was these very stumbling blocks that shaped him, that hardened his resolve and that ignited the ambition burning within him. It was as if the challenges of life were the blacksmith's hammer, relentlessly beating against the iron will of his spirit, tempering it, making it stronger with each hit. His humble beginnings were marked by financial struggles. Money, or rather the lack thereof, was a constant shadow looming over his existence. Every penny was stretched to its limit, every resource exploited to its maximum potential. From a very young age, he became familiar with the bitter taste of frugality, learning very early on the value of hard work and the significance of every small victory. Yet, financial struggles weren't the only battles he had to fight. Personal issues loomed large, casting a pall of gloom over his life. Relationships were strained to their limit, friendships were put through the crucible of adversity. He was often left feeling isolated, bearing the of the world on his shoulders. The solitude, however, provided an unlikely solace. It was this solitude that he used as a catalyst for introspection and self-improvement. It allowed him an opportunity to take a good, hard look at himself, to assess his strengths and weaknesses, and to devise a plan to overcome his shortcomings. His professional life, too, was riddled with challenges. He was overlooked, underrated, and undervalued. His ideas were dismissed with impunity, his potential unrecognized by those around him. But he refused to let others define his worth. He firmly believed in himself, even when no one else did. He saw every rejection as a stepping stone towards success, every failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. He was constantly at war with his own doubts and insecurities. The fear of failure, the fear of not being good enough, was always lurking, threatening to rear its ugly head. Yet he chose to meet his fears head-on. He learned to turn his fear into fuel, his self-doubt into determination. He discovered through his journey the power of resilience. He realized that the true measure of success isn't the absence of failure, but the ability to bounce back from it. His story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a testament to the power of self-belief and determination. It is a story of a man who refused to be defined by his circumstances, who refused to be held down by the chains of adversity. Through it all, he discovered the strength within him. He learned that it's not about how many times you get knocked down, but how many times you get back up. The path was steep, but our protagonist was not one to shy away from a challenge. It was this relentless spirit, this dogged determination that saw him through the darkest of times, that saw him emerge victorious in the face of overwhelming odds. As we follow his journey, we are reminded of the power of perseverance, of the indomitable spirit of a man who refused to give up, who refused to let adversity break him. His story is a beacon of hope for all those who are faced with overwhelming odds, a shining example of what one can achieve with sheer determination and an unwavering belief in oneself. The path was steep, but our protagonist was not one to shy away from a challenge. His story is one of courage and resilience, a testament to the power of the human spirit. His journey serves as a reminder to us all that no obstacle is insurmountable, no challenge too great to overcome, if we have the courage to face it head-on. Every story has a turning point, and ours is no different. This turning point, pivotal as it may be, isn't a sudden shift, an unexpected change to the plot. Imagine a delicate dance of circumstances, a subtle interplay of choices, slowly but surely leading up to the moment of transformation. It's an instance, a moment in time, that serves as the catalyst for change. A moment that holds within itself the power to alter the course of a life. This is where our protagonist comes into play. Picture them standing at the crossroads of life, their eyes reflecting uncertainty, courage, and determination. They can see the road most traveled, smooth and predictable, leading to a future that is secure but stagnant. But their gaze lingers on the other path, the road less traveled, rough and uncertain, yet brimming with potential. The decision to walk this path wasn't made in haste. It wasn't a slip of the tongue, a spur-of-the-moment choice. It wasn't an overnight decision, nor was it an easy one. It was more like a well-thought-out strategy, a calculated risk. It was a verdict reached after countless sleepless nights, after hours spent pondering and reflecting. It was the culmination of a series of events, a cascade of experiences, a symphony of moments that led to this pivotal decision. There was no grand revelation, no divine intervention guiding their decision. There was no burning bush, no angelic voice whispering words of wisdom. There was no grand epiphany, no lightning bolt of inspiration from the blue. It was more like the soft rustling of leaves in the wind, like the slow, steady drip of water on stone, gradually carving a new path. This transformation, this metamorphosis, was not a sudden explosion. It was more like a slow erosion, a gradual change. It was the accumulation of small choices, minor adjustments, seemingly insignificant decisions that, taken together, created a seismic shift in our protagonist's life. It was the tiny droplets of determination, the minuscule grains of courage, the small nuggets of resilience that slowly but surely built the mountain of change. It wasn't just about the decision to change, to venture into the unknown. It also required the courage to challenge the status quo, the audacity to question the norms, to dare to be different. It required a spirit that wasn't afraid of ruffling feathers, of causing a stir. It required the ability to stand alone, to be the lone voice in a crowd, to be the beacon of change in a sea of conformity. The decision to change was not taken lightly. It wasn't a leap of faith, a rash gamble. It was a calculated move, a strategic shift, a conscious decision made with a full understanding of the potential risks and rewards. It required introspection, a deep dive into their soul to confront their deepest fears and insecurities. It required an inner journey, an exploration of the self, a quest to understand their true essence. The decision to change was as much about letting go as it was about embracing the new. It involved shedding the old skin, discarding the familiar comfort of the known, and stepping into the vast, terrifying expanse of the unknown. It was a decision that demanded audacity and bravery, a decision that required a heart that wasn't afraid to beat to its own rhythm. Our protagonists chose not to be defined by their circumstances, but by their response to them. They chose to view every challenge as an opportunity, every setback as a stepping stone towards their goal. They chose to see the silver lining, to find the lesson in the loss. They chose to embrace change, to learn from their mistakes, to adapt and evolve. They welcomed every twist and turn, every bump and bend as a part of their journey. They chose to see each new day as a chance to rewrite their story, to redefine their destiny. This turning point was not a destination, but a journey of self-discovery, personal growth, of transformation. It was a voyage that led them beyond the familiar shores, that forced them to navigate uncharted waters. It was a journey that tested their mettle, that pushed them beyond their comfort zone, that compelled them to rise above their limitations. They made the choice to change, to evolve, to grow. They chose to step out of their comfort zone, to face their fears, to embrace the unknown. They chose to dive into the depths, to climb the highest peaks, to traverse the widest valleys. They chose to challenge the storm, to dance in the rain, to bask in the sun. They chose to be the architect of their own destiny, to chart their own course, to write their own story. And so a new chapter began, filled with hope and determination. Success is not a destination, but a journey. And what a journey it was, a journey that commenced with a single step, a step that defined the beginning of a remarkable tale of victory. This journey was not one that was embarked on a whim, but was well thought out, well planned, and well executed. The journey was filled with a plethora of emotions, ranging from the excitement of a fresh start, to the sheer determination to succeed, to the fear of the unknown. All these emotions combined to create a concoction that fueled the fire of ambition in the heart of our protagonist. This journey was built on the pillars of relentless dedication, unyielding fortitude, and an indomitable spirit. It was a journey that required the protagonist to dig deep and find the strength to keep going, even when the going got tough. The path was not a straight one. It was a labyrinth of trials and tribulations, of risks taken and sacrifices made. At every turn there were obstacles to overcome, challenges to meet and hurdles to cross. But the protagonist was not deterred. He saw each obstacle not as a roadblock, but as a stepping stone to greater success. The protagonist was not a typical hero. He was a beacon of resilience, a symbol of he embarked on this journey with a clear vision in mind. He knew that the path to success was not paved with gold, but with grit and determination. That success is not about never failing, but about rising every time they fell. And rise they did against all odds, forging a path that was uniquely their own. The protagonist was not afraid to be different, to be unique. He adopted strategies that were unconventional, yet he dared to step out of his comfort zone, to venture into the unknown. He embraced the uncertainty that came with risk, understanding that it is through taking risks that we truly grow. He gambled, not with recklessness, but with calculated precision, turning every setback into a setup for a comeback. He understood that sometimes one has to lose in order to win, and he was willing to take that gamble. Sacrifices were made along the way, some more difficult than others. Time that could have been spent in leisure was instead invested in the pursuit of their dreams. Relationships were strained, comforts were foregone, all in the name of success. The protagonist understood that to achieve something extraordinary, they had to give up the ordinary. They were willing to trade short-term pleasures for long-term gain. They were prepared to work hard, to put in the hours, to lose sleep, to give up leisure, all for the sake of their dreams. This journey was not just reaching a destination, but about the lessons learnt, the character built, and the person they became in the process. It was about the late nights and the early mornings, the doubts and the fears, the failures and the triumphs. It was about the journey itself and the person they became along the way. The road was long and winding, but every step brought our protagonists closer to their goals. They understood that the journey to success is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's about the ability to keep going, even when every fibre of their being tells them to stop. They showed us that success is not just about the destination, but about the journey. It's about the courage to continue, resilience to bounce back, and the determination to never give up. It's about being knocked down 7 times and standing up 8. It's about believing in oneself, even when no one else does. It's about having faith, even when everything seems hopeless. The protagonist taught us that success is not about being the best, but about being better than you were yesterday. It's about constant improvement, about striving for excellence, about never settling for mediocrity. They learned that success is not about wealth, but about personal growth, about becoming the best version of oneself. Through their journey, the protagonist taught us that the real measure of success is not in the achievement, but in the journey. It's about the courage to face the unknown, the determination to overcome obstacles, and the resilience to bounce back from failure. It's about the journey towards success. Success is not a destination, but a journey. In the end, the journey was worth every hardship. Our protagonist's path to success wasn't just a mountain climb with a summit peak. It was an expedition that stretched beyond the horizon, interlaced with the silhouettes of challenges and victories. They did not merely reach the pinnacle of their dreams, they soared beyond it, painting their legacy on the canvas of the sky. They have created a narrative that isn't only about their success, but the result of their incessant endeavor, insatiable curiosity, and their unyielding spirit. They started in a world that was at best uncertain and at worst hostile to their aspirations, but our protagonist refused to let the world define their destiny. Their achievements, therefore, are more than a series of well-deserved awards or recognitions. They are luminous beacons of inspiration, casting a radiant light on the path for others to follow. These beacons beckoning, pushing us to challenge our preconceived notions, to strive for more, to reach higher and dream bigger. Imagine a world where the impossible becomes feasible, where a dream, despite its improbability, becomes a reality. This is the world our protagonist has crafted. A world created by chipping away at the wall of impossibility with their relentless pursuit of excellence. They have shattered the glass ceilings that restricted them, broken records that dictated their limits, and redefined norms that sought to confine them, all whilst inspiring a multitude of individuals to believe in their own potential. Our protagonist's journey began from humble origins, where they had to contend with adversities that could often be overwhelming. But they demonstrated a fortitude that was inspiring, a determination that was awe-inspiring, and a resolve that was unyielding. Their growth was not the result of overnight success, but of persistent effort, of continuously pushing beyond their comfort zone, of staying committed to their dreams even when the circumstances seemed daunting. Today, their name is permanently etched in the annals of their field, often spoken in the same breath as the pioneers, innovators, and trailblazers who came before them. It's not just an individual achievement, but a collective triumph for those who dared to dream alongside them, for those who shared their vision and their passion. Their contributions to their field and their impact on society have not gone unnoticed. They have been lauded by their peers, celebrated by their industry, and recognized by institutions far and wide. The accolades they've received speak volumes about their impact and influence, but these recognitions are not just a testament to their success. They're a reflection of the countless lives they've touched, the minds they've inspired, and the hearts they've moved. They've proven that success isn't just about reaching the top, it's about lifting others along the way. Their achievements have not redefined the boundaries of their field, but have also shown us the transformative power of perseverance, resilience, and an unwavering belief in oneself. By any measure or standard, our protagonist has reached the pinnacle of success. However, every peak scaled is just a vantage point to gaze upon the next. Their journey, like their spirit, remains undaunted by the heights they've reached. The chapters of their story are filled with achievements and recognition, but the narrative is far from complete. They've reached the pinnacle, but their sights are set on the horizon, their spirit ever restless, ever aspiring. Even as we celebrate their success, we can't help but anticipate their next endeavor. Their journey continues, their legacy endures, and their influence continues to spread. The story of their life testament to their unwavering spirit and their indomitable will. Our protagonist had reached the pinnacle of success, but their journey was far from over. Success is not just about achieving your goals, it's about what you leave behind. This is a statement that rings true across centuries and civilizations. A universally echoed sentiment that transcends boundaries, cultures, and eras. It's an indelible truth that has been etched into the annals of human existence. A truth that is as timeless as it is profound. The story of success is not merely a narrative of personal triumph, it is a saga that intertwines individual achievement with collective progress. It is the story of a journey that is marked not just by the milestones crossed, but also by the footprints left behind. It's about the roads traveled, the bridges built, and the trails blazed. It's about the mountains climbed and the valleys traversed and the rivers crossed. In the grand tapestry of existence, each one of us is a weaver. We are the architects of our own narratives, the authors of our own stories. But our stories are not standalone tales. They are interconnected threads in the vast, complex and intricate fabric life. Our lives are not just about us, they're also about those we touch and those we influence. Our journey is not just our own, it's shared with those around us, those who walk beside us, those who walk behind us, and those who will walk the path long after we are gone. The legacy of our iconic individuals is an embodiment of this shared journey. These are the people who have not just lived their lives, but have also left an enduring impact. They are the trailblazers who have illuminated the path for others, the pioneers who have set new benchmarks, and the visionaries who have dared to dream beyond the horizon. Their legacy is not just about their personal feats, it's also about the transformative impact they have had on their field, on society, and on humanity at large. The legacy of these luminaries is multifaceted. It's about the accolades gathered and the peaks scaled. It's about the records set and the barriers broken. It's about the innovations made and the revolutions sparked. But more importantly, it's about the values embodied, the ideals upheld, and the principles championed. What sets these individuals apart is their indomitable spirit, their relentless pursuit of excellence, their unwavering determination, their unfaltering resilience, their inexhaustible perseverance, their unparalleled courage, their unyielding commitment. They have defied the odds, overcome obstacles, and risen above adversity. They have pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible, challenged conventional wisdom, and rewritten the rules of the game. Their contribution to their respective fields has been nothing short of groundbreaking. They have transformed the landscape and set new standards. They have charted uncharted territories and explored unexplored arenas. They have redefined norms and reinvented paradigms. Their work has been pioneering, their impact far-reaching. They have left an indelible mark that will continue to inspire generations to come. But perhaps the most enduring aspect of their legacy is the lessons their journey offers. Their life is a treasure trove of wisdom, an encyclopedia of invaluable insights and timeless teachings. The first lesson is that of resilience, the ability to stare adversity in the face and rise above it, the capacity to turn setbacks into comebacks, the strength to transform challenges into opportunities. They have shown us that obstacles are not roadblocks, but stepping stones on the path to success. They have taught us that failure is not a dead end, but a detour on the road to triumph. The second lesson is one of perseverance, the virtue of patience, the power of persistence, the importance of sustained effort. Their journey is a testament to the power of tenacity and the magic of unwavering commitment. Through their example, we learn that success is not an overnight phenomenon, but the result of countless hours of hard work, sacrifice, and determination. The third lesson is that of humility, the grace of modesty, the charm of simplicity, the beauty of being grounded. Despite their towering achievements, they have remained humble. They have reminded us that success is not about losing sight of who we are, but about staying true to our roots. Their legacy is a beacon of hope, a lighthouse in the storm, a guiding star in the darkest of nights. It serves as a reminder that the pursuit of success is not a solitary journey, but one that impacts and inspires those around us. Their footsteps have left deep imprints, not just in the sands of time, but in the hearts and minds of countless individuals who look up to them. Their journey is not just a tale of personal triumph, but a saga of collective inspiration. They have passed on the torch to future generations, igniting sparks of aspiration and stoking fires of ambition. And so the journey continues, inspiring millions to embark on their own paths to success.